Hi everyone, it's Miss Allen. Welcome to Adventures in Storytime. I'm here in the Story Tower at Billings Public Library, ready for another week of story time. To get ready, let's do our song. Here we go. Two little hands go clap, clap, clap. Two little feet go tap, tap, tap. Two little fists go thump, thump, thump. And two little feet go jump, jump, jump. One little child turns round and round, and one little child sits quietly down. Alrighty, so we are going to be talking about the letter M this week. There it is. This is the big capital letter M. M as in monkey and mashed potatoes and Monday and mud and monsters, which is what our story time is going to be about today. Monsters. This M is colored a yellow color. It's also a condiment that you might put on your hamburger or your hot dog. This M is colored mustard. Can you say that? Mustard. So M goes mmm. So when you say M, you put your lips together. Mmm. It kind of tickles, doesn't it? So M this week for monsters. So our first story is called Go Away, Big Green Monster, and this is by Ed Emberley. See, look a little scary. Alrighty, let's see. Let's make the big green monster go away. Big green monster has two big yellow eyes and a long bluish greenish nose. A big red mouth with sharp white teeth. He's starting to look a little scary, isn't he? Two little squiggly ears and scraggly purple hair. I love purple hair. And a big scary green face. But you don't scare me, so go away, scraggly purple hair. Can you say that and it'll make it go away? Go away, scraggly purple hair. Go away, two little squiggly ears. Go away, long bluish greenish nose. Go away, big green face. Go away, big red mouth. Go away, sharp white teeth. Go away, two big yellow eyes. Is he all gone? Did you get rid of the monster? Go away, big green monster. And don't come back until I say so. Did you get rid of the big green monster? Good job. Alrighty, so our first song today is a tune you already know, but we're going to change it up. So the tune you already know is If You're Happy and You Know It. But today we're going to change it to If You're a Monster and You Know It. Can you be a monster today? You can. So if you're a monster and you want to scare kids away, you might wave your arms. Wave your arms. You might show your fangs. Do you have fangs to show them? You might stomp your feet. How about showing your claws? These monsters have claws. And how about growling like a monster? Alrighty, so we're going to do If You're Happy and You Don't. We're going to do those different verses. Are you ready? Okay. If you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're monster and you know it, wave your arms. Very good. Are you ready to show your fangs? If you're monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Can you be mean? If you're monster and you know it, show your fangs. Good job. Now stomp your feet like a big, mean monster. Are you ready? If you're monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. Now you get to growl. Are you ready? If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. Roar! Roar! What's your monster sound like? If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. Roar! Good job. Alrighty. This next book might scare you just a little bit. This one's called The Rules of the House. Look at, there's a kid running away with a toothbrush in his hand. This is by Mac Barnett. He is one of my favorite kids authors. He has a whole series of shape books. He does some great books, but this one might scare you just a little bit, so be ready. Because remember, story time today is spooky. Spooky, scary, creepy. Are we reading a creepy book? I wonder what book that might be. All right, here we go. Ian always followed the rules. Here he is following the rule, always pack your toothbrush. Rules are meant to be followed, Ian would always say, because he meant it. Ian's older sister was Jenny, and she never followed the rules. Here she is breaking the rule, don't pinch. Jenny pinched me, said Ian. No, I didn't, said Jenny. Don't tell lies, said Dad as he pulled up to their vacation home in the woods. That is a very important rule, said Dad. The house in the woods was tidy and warm. The living room had a pot-belly stove, and the den had a bearskin rug, and the bathroom had a clawfoot tub. Ian thought it was great. Sounds like a great vacation. Best of all, there was a framed piece of paper in the hallway that said, Rules of the House. Look, said Ian, rules. You're such a toady, said Jenny, and then she pinched him. Ouch, said Ian, you're not supposed to, ow! Ian drew a deep breath and read out the rules to his sister. The rules of the house. We trust you will respect the house by observing the following rules. Number 1, remove muddy shoes before you enter the house. Number 2, do not leave a ring around the bathtub drain. Number 3, replace any firewood you burn. Number 4, never, ever, ever open the red door. Signed, Management. Everybody got that, said Ian. Yes, Toady, said Jenny. Ouch, said Ian. She keep pinching him? During the day, Ian and Jenny and Dad did forest things like hiking. Ian kept to the marked trails, and swimming. Ian waited an hour after eating. And climbing trees. Ian climbed no branch higher than his head. But this is not a story about the forest. This is a story about the house. Because of course it wasn't long before Jenny started breaking the rules. She tracked mud all over the rug. Her hair wrapped around the drain. and she loved roasting marshmallows, but she never gathered more wood. Face, do you see that face? Jenny, said Ian, you're breaking the rules. Ian, said Jenny, I wish you would disappear. She looks mad. Ian pointed to the paper on the wall. You've already broken rules 1 through 3. So what, said Jenny, it's not even our house. Doesn't matter, said Ian. Rules are rules, and rules are meant to be. Listen, Toady. Jenny moved toward the red door. If you say that one more time, I swear I'll open this door. Rules are meant to be. Jenny turned the knob. Ian shouted, rules are meant to be followed. Jenny flung the door open. Oh no. Nothing happened. Until that night. The rug was the first to knock on their bedroom door. Look at their face. My beautiful fur is matted and muddy, he said. Who broke the rules of the house? We did, said Jenny. Liar, said Ian. It was only her. Toady, said Jenny. The rug smiled and said, I will have this rule breaker for my dinner. Not so fast. The tub leaped into the room. I've had a taste of her hair, and I'm hungry for more. I will have this rule breaker for my dinner. Uh-oh. But what about me, said the stove. My belly is empty, and there's no wood downstairs. I will have this rule breaker for my dinner. Those terrible creatures stepped closer and closer. Ian knew just what to do. He grabbed his toothbrush and ran away. Serves her right, thought Ian as he ran through the woods. She should have listened, thought Ian as he jumped over roots. After all, Ian thought as he dunked under a branch, rules are meant to be. Ian stopped. He scratched his arm, the one that usually got pinched. Then he decided, even if there wasn't a rule that said, always save your sister from being eaten by monsters, maybe there should be. Would you go back and save your sister? I hope so. When Ian got back to the house, the creatures were all in the kitchen. The tub and the stove bubbled some water, while the rug chopped aromatic vegetables. Rule breaker soup for dinner, they sang. Rule breaker soup for dinner. It wasn't a very clever song, but the tune was catchy. Rule breaker soup for dinner, they belted out in their 3-part harmony. Ian rushed into the kitchen. Stop, he said. Don't eat my sister. But Ian, said the stove, she didn't follow the rules. Yeah, but, said Ian, but. It was then that Ian realized he didn't have a plan. If you want to eat my sister, you'll have to eat me first. Brilliant. The monsters wouldn't eat him. Ian always followed the rules. You think the monsters are going to eat him anyway? Okay, said the stove, let's eat him fast, like an appetizer. Apparently, there were no rules about who monsters could eat. The creatures drooled as they drew closer. Ian backed against the wall and brandished his toothbrush. Sal's arms get tired. The monster stopped. What is that? Asked the rug. That red thing in your hand. Ian looked down. It's a toothbrush. A toothbrush, said the stove. What's that? You use it to clean your teeth after you eat, said Ian. Don't you guys have toothbrushes? No, said the tub, looking very solemn. We have never seen one before. Ian laughed. You are going to eat us and you don't even have toothbrushes? You're supposed to always pack your toothbrush. That's a rule. It is? Asked the tub. Yes, said Ian. You broke a rule. You're rule breakers. We are, asked the rug. What's going to happen to us? Ian answered his father, remembered his father's words, don't tell lies. Then he forgot them. Oh man, said Ian, oh man, oh man, oh man. When you break the toothbrush rule, very bad things happen. When you break the toothbrush rule, a huge monster comes for you. How big's this monster? Asked the tub. As big as you three put together, plus a little bit more. Oh my, said the stove. Yes, said Ian. The monster has long hair and green eyes and sharp pink nails. And it creeps up behind you and gives you a pinch. Who does that sound like? Ian, said the rug. What is a pinch? Ian nodded at Jenny and said, this is. And Jenny gave each of the monsters a good hard pinch from behind. Ouch! Cried the creatures. They fled down the hall and through the red door. Ian and Jenny slammed it shut behind them. Thank you, said Jenny. You're welcome, said Ian. You lied for me, said Jenny. So, said Ian. So isn't that against the rules? Don't be a toady, said Ian. Jenny pinched him, but it didn't hurt. Were you a little scared about the stove or the rug or the bathtub? I think it was the stove that kind of freaked me out. That stove had a weird little face, like he was mad, don't you think? Let me see if I can find what I'm talking about. That one right there. That was a little spooky for me. Alrighty, so we have 2 songs to sing. We're gonna do If You're a Monster and You Know It. And I'm gonna put the words up and let you guys sing that one with me. And then I have a new one for us to do, okay? So first, If You're a Monster and You Know It. There are the words. Okay. If you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. Excuse me. If you're a monster and you know it, wave your arms. If you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, show your fangs. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, show your claws. Alrighty, now we get to growl. Are you ready? Last verse. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. If you're a monster and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're a monster and you know it, growl out loud. Roar. Good job. Okay, so our next song is called Monsters Stomp. The Monsters Stomp Around the House. Okay, are you ready? This goes like this. The monsters stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monsters stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monsters stomp around the house, their brothers and sisters kick them out, so they stomp some more outside. Oh yeah, around the house, boom, boom. Can you do that? So we're gonna need to be stomping, loud stomping. We'll do it one time. Are you ready? I won't put the words up, we'll do it together. Here we go. The monsters stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monsters stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monsters stomp around the house, their brothers and sisters kick them out, so they stomp some more outside. Oh yeah, around the house, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so, gonna read one of our very, very favorites. Can't read spooky, creepy, crazy, scary stories without reading Creepy Carrots. So, Creepy Carrots by Aaron Reynolds, who also has creepy underwear. Yeah, that one's green. Creepy Carrots was the first one he wrote, though, and it's hilariously scary. Are you ready to be creeped out by carrots? Okay, here we go. Creepy Carrots! There he is. Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in Cracken Hopper Field were the best. Fat, crispy, and free for the taking. He pulled some for a morning snack on the way to school. He yanked out a few on his way to Little League practice. He ripped them from the ground on his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots. And they started following him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against the East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it, the soft, sinister tunk, 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 tunk of carrots creeping. He turned, but there was nothing there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself and picked his toothbrush up off the floor and went to bed. Quickly. The next morning, he approached Crackhopper Field slowly. He searched and reached for 2 wild carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Creepy carrots. It was just ridiculous. But when he arrived home that evening, Mom! Jasper screamed, creepy carrots in the shed! His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. There are no such things as creepy carrots, Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it. Breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. And there, on his wall, creepy carrots, he shouted, Dad! Dad! His dad thumped into his bedroom and threw on the light. Is it a carrot? Right down there, is that a carrot? No. They searched under the bed. No creepy carrots. They looked through the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. Just a bad dream, son, his dad said, shaking his head. Now go back to sleep. That wasn't going to happen. Is he super scared? He is. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots everywhere. So he sees the curtain is carrots. He thinks garbage is carrots. He thinks the flowers are carrots. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real, and they were coming for him. But they couldn't get him. They couldn't get him if they couldn't get out. Does he have an idea? Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Cracken Hopper Field. What's he doing? Look, he measured, he sawed, he dug, he watered, he hammers. What is he building? As the sun finally set across Cracken Hopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. Oh, look, he built a moat. On his way home, there was no tunk, tunk, tunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of that carrot patch again. Do you see the carrots peeking through the wood? And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Cracken Hopper Field cheered. Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into that carrot patch ever again. Did they trick him? They did. They creeped him out so he would stop visiting them and stop eating carrots. They are very smart carrots. Alrighty, so we're going to sing our Monster Stomp Around the House song one more time, and then we'll head into our monster flannel board. Okay, so here come the words for Monster Stomp Around the House. I want to hear you stomping. Okay, here we go. The monster stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monster stomp around the house, hurrah, hurrah. The monsters stomp around the house. Their brothers and sisters kick them out, so they stomp some more outside. Oh yeah, around the house. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're back with our flannel board for this week. And since the letter is the letter M, I thought we would do one with monsters. So this is Matilda the Monster. Hear her name, Matilda the Monster. And we're going to talk about what she's going to eat for lunch. So let's talk about some of these vegetables that are here on my board. Are you ready? You know what this is? A carrot. We just talked about these, right? Do you think it's a creepy carrot? Looks like a pretty normal carrot. Alrighty. Then we got, oh, what color is that carrot? It's orange, right? That's an orange carrot. Then we have, does anybody know what this is? That is an onion. It is a purple onion. Then this kind of looks like a rock, but it's not a rock. Do you know what this is? You can have them baked or fried or mashed. That's right, it's a potato. And what color is your potato? It's brown. Then we've got green broccoli. That's right. We have a red tomato. And then last but not least, these are all ripening right now. It kind of looks like a banana, but it's not a banana. Any ideas? It's a squash. Can you say that? Squash. Like squash a bug? This is a squash. And this is a yellow squash. So, Matilda the Monster, we're going to talk to her about her lunch today. So it's going to go like this. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like some vegetables for lunch? And then we're going to say all the different vegetables. Then we're going to pick one for her to eat. And then it goes, hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Can you do that? Alrighty, so here we go. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like a vegetable for lunch? Should we pick an orange carrot, a brown potato, a purple onion, a red tomato, a yellow squash, or a green broccoli? Which one should she have first? Carrots. Are you still on orange carrot? Alrighty, then we're going to say, hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Can you do that? That's thank you. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so now we only have 5 vegetables left. Which one should we feed to her next? Okay, let's do our song. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like a brown potato for lunch? Should she have a brown potato? Alrighty, so let's list the rest of them. A red tomato, a purple onion, a yellow squash, and a green broccoli. Hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Good job. Alrighty. What is Matilda gonna eat next? You guys like broccoli? Should we make her eat broccoli? Okay, here we go. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like green broccoli for lunch? Let's list the rest of them. We got red tomato, purple onion, and a yellow squash. Very good. Hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Alrighty, what should she eat next? Should we try a squash? A yellow squash? Okay. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like a yellow squash for lunch? And then we got red tomato and a purple onion left. Okay. Hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. What do you think we should eat next? The red tomato? Okay, here we go. Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like a red tomato for lunch? Do you think she'll eat it? Crunch, crunch, crunch. What's that leave us? That leaves us a purple onion. Hungry monster, how was your lunch? Oh, it was delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Alrighty, so now Matilda the Monster is going to eat that purple onion. Do you know what happens when she eats her purple onion? We're going to see at the end. Are you ready? Hungry monster, munch, munch, munch. Hungry monster, would you like a purple onion for lunch? There's none left. That's it. That's all she could eat. Hungry monster, how was your lunch? Delicious and healthy. Thank you very much. Do you know what happens when she crunches into this onion? Her breath's gonna stink, so she growls, rawr. It's gonna smell everywhere. That'd be spooky, scary monster stuff, right? Alrighty, so remember to practice that M sound this week. Next week, we will be talking about bears. We'll be talking about polar bears, black bears, brown bears, and panda bears. Because we are talking about bears next week, please remember that normally we would be having, excuse me, I have a tickle. Normally we would be having our Good Bear Day, but we are not having Good Bear Day or the Teddy Bear Sleepover this year, but you can still participate. We would love you to send us a picture on our Facebook page. There's going to be a Facebook event, probably is up already, about a a stuffed animal teddy bear sleepover. We want you to post pictures of your sleepover at your house. And one lucky kid is going to win a gift card to Build-A-Bear. How fantastic. So I want you to be sending us your pictures. I want to see your teddy bear sleepovers at home, since we can't have a teddy bear sleepover here, okay? It'll be fantastic. I know you guys are going to be creative and you're going to have your stuffed animals having so much fun. Remember, you can pick up the craft that goes with this story time or any of our story times coming up at the children's desk or via curbside. Make sure to give us an email or a phone call if you have any questions. Check out our website because it's got lots of great resources for helping parents teaching from home or just games and interactive activities. Excuse me, I have a tickle. And don't forget, I have a virtual story tower on the children's page where you can hear my voice and you can play lots of games and watch videos about all this month's story times. Alrighty, so till I see you next time, let's do our goodbye song. On my face I have a nose. On my feet I have 10 toes. I have 2 eyes that I can blink. And here's my head so I can think. I have a chin and very near. I have 2 ears so I can hear. Have 2 arms I reach up high. And with my hands I wave goodbye. Have a great week, everybody. Stay safe. Bye.
Hi everyone, welcome to Adventures in Storytime. Today we're doing a spooky craft. Halloween is coming up, and so our theme of the week is spooky, creepy, monsters, that kind of thing. So one of the books that we read is one of my favorites. It's called Creepy Carrots. And so we're making our own little creepy carrots. So you will need a little bit of construction paper, maybe a pencil, some scissors, glue, and something to color with. You don't need much, it's super easy. The first thing that we'll do is take our carrots and glue them to our background. I'm kind of doing mine in the middle, but you can do yours, you can glue yours to the page wherever you feel like is a good place. Okay, now I have both glued. If you need to glue the corners a little bit, that's okay. And the next thing we'll do is glue our little stems and leaves. And you could do this part first and then put the carrots down, but I think it works just as well to put the carrots where you want them and then kind of slip the stem and leaves underneath like that. Oops. Okay, so the next thing, I have a bit of extra construction paper, and so I'm going to draw some mouths, sort of like I did here. I did the mouth and then glued on some teeth. So you can do whatever shape you like. I think I'm gonna do one kind of big round one. Like he's yelling, because in the story, the carrots are kind of mad. And they're trying to be really scary. Okay, so I have a mouth for one carrot. Glue that on. And then this one I sort of made into the shape of a tongue. See, kind of like that. So it's like an oval, but it's cut in half, sort of. But you can make your mouths the shape that you like. Okay, and now I have just like a little bit of scratch paper that's white that I'll use for teeth. gave this one 2 front teeth. I decided I didn't like that, so I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, next, after you have your teeth where you want them, you can draw some eyes. I'm gonna give them big circular white eyes. And then some, in the story they have eyebrows, so we'll give them eyebrows. So you can stop there, or you can add some more, like maybe I'll add some brown. And then maybe also like a little fence, because Jasper built them a fence. Alright, I'm all finished. So you can do just the carrots, or you can draw more like I did. It's totally up to you. If you have a cool creepy carrots, picture and you want to show us, you can email us, and we'll put it on our website. I think we're about done. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining.